GTA 5 had a good soundtrack. It has a good soundtrack. I like that they're constantly evolving the soundtrack. I think that's pretty fucking cool.
And they're creating new radio stations. I thought that was very cool.
I feel like I didn't like it. I feel like it. So it was too many radio stations.
It is a lot of radio stations, and the hip hop is like split between like 2 radio stations. And
like one thing I liked about GTA 3, right, is that like you could listen to the entire soundtrack. Like it's feasible. Vice City, it's feasible. San Andreas is tough. After that, you just can't. Like I GTA 4, GTA 5, like I don't think you've ever heard every single track that's on rotation on every station.
No, I kind of like that you can't get through the whole soundtrack though, because it makes I don't know, it feels stale once you start getting repeating songs, right? Like
I'll tell you right now though, since you're bringing up the soundtrack, it's bringing me right up to my next topic. Best soundtrack in a video game that we've all, like from PlayStation all the way up, whatever, it doesn't matter. What is the best, or what are some of the best soundtracks in games?
You know what's crazy is how many contenders there are for this from the fucking Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's almost a landslide sometimes when you like, yeah.
Like Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, fucking, what am I missing? There's another RPG that I'm missing. That Super Mario World
has a lot of them, but like Yoshi's Island Super Mario World is fucking incredible. The music that's in that game fits the world so well. Same thing with Super Mario World. That music fits so well with that world.
The Wii Sports theme. I shit you not. Those Wii songs were fucking fantastic.
The Wii shop music, just the shop when you were shopping, it was such a good tune.
So no one's mentioning the Mario soundtrack or Donkey Kong soundtrack. Like these are.
I just said Super Mario World.
Oh, you did say that? Oh, I didn't hear you say
Super
that. It was just
Mario
so much
World.
stuff you were just shooting out. I didn't really hear that.
Dire Docks might be the most relaxing song ever put into a video game.
Dire Dogs
from Super Mario 64.
That was a name. That was a
first
name.
Water level.
Yeah, it's the first water level. It's one where you're swimming and you have to go down to like the pirate ship and there's a big eel swimming around.
Eel.
I didn't know that was the name of it.
Dude,
that's crazy.
the title select screen. It's like just that music right there is really good. If we're just talking about music in general, that song evokes so much, like it almost gives me PSTD remembering how like hype I used to get. It's like it's weird when you hear these sounds.
Zelda too.
Zelda as well.
Fucking
oh my god,
bro! Oh my god, Zelda has some soundtracks in it. It just gives me goosebumps right now thinking about it, bro.
Link to the Past is incredible. The SNES version.
Yeah, that shit was...
Just for some clarification, because I could go on and on about, and I haven't even started talking yet, but on all the soundtracks that I love in games. But are you asking what's the best soundtrack to like listen to? Or are you saying what's the best soundtrack that like fits with the game? Or like...
What's the best soundtrack ever in a game?
Yeah, that clarified a lot.
That's gonna be hard, right? And not be too hard, right? Because I mean, there's a couple. I think there's a couple ties in there, but it's all based on our opinion. But yeah, we can say like, what's the best soundtrack for a game? I guess like what was the, I guess your top 2 or top 3?
I've got a guilty pleasure one.
What?
Road Rash 3D.
That game had good music.
Y'all ever play that one? I just looked it up because
yes.
I remember that Sugar Ray was a big part of it. Because Sugar Ray, I don't know if y'all know this, before that song Fly came out, every other song on that fucking album is like just alternative, like hard rock. Like they don't have another. Sugar Ray. Yeah.
Like Sugar Ray Leonard, the boxer?
No.
I'm not familiar with the musician named Sugar Ray.
It's the I just wanna fly. Like, you don't remember that one?
Zega zek, zega zega zek. Ah.
Okay.
Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby.
I
just wanna fly.
Zega zega zek, zega zek. Ah.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
fun
that's
for
all
our
right.
listeners.
Yeah. So I thought Mateo was talking about Stevie Ray Vaughan was somehow involved in this game. That sounds like Stevie Ray. Like,
I was
No,
shocked that you didn't know that. I was like, wait, Poochie doesn't know who the fuck that is? I was fucking confused.
Yeah, that soundtrack was ridiculous. They had like Sugar Ray and like Kid Rock and like just all these like crazy moments in like 90s hard rock. Guilty pleasure songs. There's some good Sugar Ray songs in there.
I'm surprised Pucho ain't say Def Jam Vendetta had the best soundtrack.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it had any music in it. Not really.
What you mean? It had nothing
well,
but hip hop tracks.
No, like
Pump. No, they had like a lot of fucking songs on
It had
there.
good songs in there.
They had a
But was
lot
it?
of.
I don't remember. Was it during a fighting scene you heard it playing, or when you're fighting?
Literally,
was it-
while the game was playing, music was playing nonstop in that game.
Damn, I remember it was nonstop. I thought it was only during like, some.
Every
fighting.
fight had like like they always had like a music theme for that fight.
Is it
and
cheating? Is it cheating to consider Grand Theft Auto games for this like conversation? Because
No, not at all. Not at all.
Vice City had a fucking killer soundtrack.
Vice
If
City
we're
might
talking,
win.
it might win. Absolutely, 100% might win this. You know what is another good contender for those actual music video games? Not just the Tony Hawk, but there was a Dave Mirra BMX game that came out that was very similar to the Tony Hawk series. That also had really good music in it.
Is that the one that had nudity in it?
No, that's BMX XX.
Oh, okay.
That game was fire.
Yeah, Dave Mirra, rest in peace. He created two really good PS1 BMX games that I remember I would have never known about these places in Pennsylvania. There's a place in Pennsylvania that it's called Woodward, and it's like a big ass park for skaters and BMXers and shit like that, which is really cool.
Huh.
That's crazy too, because like I think that might have been a spark inside of you without knowing that your love for bikes.
I've always loved. If I was athletic enough, I would have skated, but I'm not that athletic. I'm biking athletic right now. That's the reach of my athleticness.
Apparently, running to the bus doesn't help.
Not at all.
From
Not at
the
all.
I would almost put Final Fantasy VII up as having one of the best soundtracks, except that fucking battle song, dude. I fucking hate it. I hate the battle song. It plays in every fucking battle, and it killed me.
It's the worst.
Yeah, that's one of the worst aspects of RPG games. Is like they have like 2 or 3 battle songs, and you have to battle a lot in those games.
Yeah,
and it's like I don't know. Pokemon, the battle music never gets old though.
It's weird how the
love that
Pokemon
shit.
battle is it's weird how it does that. The one
All those songs are crazy.
the
Like,
Pokemon battle music does in fact get old if you're not the one playing it. When I've
Yeah, oh
been
God,
on a road
yes.
trip with my nephew behind me playing a Pokemon game, and just that, it is the worst thing in the
upset.
world.
yeah, it's annoying as fuck. Hearing somebody play Pokemon is annoying for sure.
I did that soundtrack is fire too though. Like just walking through the city and shit. I was like, damn, it's just that shit's PTSD. Like, and then when you're at night too, I think I forgot how the song went when you was in the cave and shit too, because I know it changed from night and day. But
Oh, it goes.
Kid music
It goes do 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 do.
no, different game.
you
Yeah,
guys.
but
What's
Super
Kingdom
Mario
Hearts?
is fucking
The
crazy.
Kingdom
I
Hearts have
mean,
a
Kingdom Hearts, obviously,
Kingdom Hearts-
right? The first Kingdom Hearts.
It's alright.
I never got off the first area. I could not get into that game.
I didn't beat the game.
I
I've
love
never beat the
that game. Oh, and Pucho helped me appreciate that game even more.
Oh,
I mean, it was one of the games that Pucho was like, we have to beat this game all the way through. We did that with Shadow of the Colossus. It was a lot of PS2 games when I first got my PS3 that Pucho was like, all right, we have to play through these PS2 games, like Metal Gear Solid 3 and all these. We had like an experience with these games.
Yeah, remember we played Ico, Shadow of the Colossus.
You remember I got Shadow Colossus from the Radio Shack that closed down not too long after? I got it at the Radio Shack.
Radio Shack sold video games?
Yes, at one point, they sold like games at Radio Shack. Another honorary mention, Final Fantasy X, probably in my opinion has the best music of all Final Fantasies. Maybe Final Fantasy VII tops it, but Final Fantasy X, the Xanarkin theme and all the themes in the game, I like that. What's Seymour? I hate Seymour. Fuck Seymour.
What's a modern era game that has a really solid soundtrack?
Celeste.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, but it's a retro
FTL.
game.
But it's a retro one. Oh, FTL was one I was thinking, but FTL, I guess, I don't know. FTL's got kind of like not classic graphics, right? Like it's a game that you could conceivably maybe make on Super Nintendo. I don't know. I think it would be possible to make that game, to recreate that game just completely on the Super Nintendo.
You know,
play like sick? Populous. No one could play that fucking game because the controls were fucked.
All you could do is raise and lower the land. That's all I could do. That's all you can do is raise and lower.
That fucking FTL gets ported over to PlayStation. That would be awesome.
Man, I'm not faithful in that ever happening. There's an entire Twitter dedicated to getting FTL on the Switch or any other, and no answers yet.
What about Go ahead.
What about The Sims? Like, because they record all those covers of like actual songs in Simlish.
Mashuna.
I was gonna say, what about Guitar Hero though? Or Rock Band?
I mean, come on. If you're gonna talk about Rock Band, this is almost like a cheat code. It's like the entire Queen's catalog in there.
The
it's
Beatles edition Rock Band. Remember that one?
I think Rock Band and Guitar Hero might be cheating.
Yeah, I feel like they're cheating.
You don't remember, Pucho, the song from Queen where you're like, only Pucho could do it on hard. I couldn't do it.
It was a Boston song. Long Time, I think is what you're talking about. That shit was crazy on the drums.
That's probably what broke your fucking drums, to be honest.
No.
This is past the broken drum era. Okay. Good try though, Tony.
That butterfly song from DDR. You don't remember that one? That's the only one I ever saw anyone play at the arcade with that stupid butterfly song.
Revolution.
Nah, I feel like Rock Band and Guitar Hero are cheating because unlike GTA, GTA is creating a curated list of like these are songs that fit some themes that we're interested in or something. Like Rock Band's like, here's every fucking song we could get a license to, just throwing everything in the game. Like, there's a lot of trash in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GTA 5 had a good soundtrack. It has a good soundtrack. I like that they're constantly evolving the soundtrack. I think that's pretty fucking cool.
And they're creating new radio stations. I thought that was very fucking cool.
I feel like I didn't like it. I feel like it was too many radio stations.
It is a lot of radio stations. And the hip hop is like split between like 2 radio stations and
like one thing I liked about GTA 3, right, is that like you could listen to the entire soundtrack. Like it's feasible. Vice City, it's feasible. San Andreas is tough. After that, you just can't. Like GTA 4, GTA 5, like I don't think you've ever heard every single track that's on rotation on every station.
I kind of like that you can't get through the whole soundtrack though, because it makes I don't know, it feels stale once you start getting repeating songs, right? Like
Grand Theft Auto 4 had a good soundtrack, and then Ballad of the Gay Tony added a lot of like dance, techno, and hip hop. That was really good. I gotta be honest.
There was a Russian song on that Russian station on GTA 4 that fucking slammed, dude. That song was so good. It was like a
clubs.
dance song, and they were talking about pigs or something. That song was fucking great.
Vladivostok radio.
You go to the clubs or the strip clubs in that game. Everybody's jamming. I've always, bro. I don't know what it is about that.
That was y'all's brunch the other day, dude.
Oh my God. That shit looked insane, by the way.
I didn't believe that existed. I didn't believe that you actually went to a brunch that turned into a nightclub in the middle of the fucking morning.
It happened. It's pretty lit. It happened.
Yeah. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was my brother's birthday. We had fun. Fucking
y'all both took naps that afternoon, right?
Oh my God. Lisi drove. We drove back to Orlando that day. Lisi drove, and I literally first I got home, passed out on the couch on my mother's couch. Then Lisi's like, "Yo, we're going home today." So I'm like, "All right, you're driving then." As soon as I got in the car, I just went like for 2.5 hours. I slept nonstop till we got home.
Poor Lisi.
The shit was magical. Me and my daughter both knocked out for the full ride.
Lisi took that whole L to the face.
I would just wake up on occasion, like oh shit, like you're riding too close to that car. Like I'll just wake up nervous.
She probably got tight till you go back to sleep, bro. I'm the only one fucking.
I wake, slow down a little bit. Just pass out again.
And giving commands while she's trying.
Like, just shut the fuck up and go back to sleep, you lazy bastard.
Oh my God.
Oh man, nah, dude. I was dead tired as well.
Oh no.
What happened?
I don't know. Pooch has got some kind of thing going on over there. I don't know what he's looking for, or what he lost.
Because
man, I'm trying to think of other like modern games that are like solid soundtracks.
This man's going through it right now.
Well, we can't just sit here.
Yeah,
silently.
we can't just
right now. We need to put inserts of like battle music
Listen,
right now.
Guys, if you haven't fucking done it already, smash that fucking like button. All right. Listen, just look at your phone right now. Look at your best friend. Tell them, listen to this fucking podcast that we have. Look at this fucking hot and ready videos. That are available on any platform that you guys want to watch, okay?
Except for Pandora.
Yeah, we're on audio only as well, just for you guys don't want to see our face, but only want to hear our voice or get off to our voice.
Shout out to John Horn. My man has been posting a lot lately on the Instagram.
I hope he gets to this point and watches this video.
Damn.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to all the people on Instagram posting. Lena, everybody showing love. Everybody on Twitter, our TikTok family, and our Facebook family. Our Facebook is growing, guys. We're like at 314. We were at 300 for a long time. We're at 314 now.
Oh, great.
The reels are helping.
Shout outs to John. He does make comments. He does like to talk a lot of the shit. That's why he does comment, because he throws jabs in there. But
yeah,
I mean, it's fine by me. Honestly, I think people do want parking though in Central Park, but that's just me. But no, yeah, fucking soundtracks, bro. Like some of them shits were just fucking bangers. Like, it's hard, right? Like Vice City's up there. Donkey Kong King Country is up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. Donkey Kong Country, another close contender, to be completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'll need like a panel of judges to really go deep. And like, bro,
Donkey Kong Country 2 has a song called Sticker Bush Symphony. Possibly one of the best pieces of music that has ever been created on the SNES. Like, then they should give this guy a Grammy. Whatever the musical shit is, this guy should get it. This guy should get a Nobel Peace Prize for the shit that he's done for the Donkey Kong Country franchise. All memorable music, all mood altering, just like very mood altering aquatic ambience.
I want to see someone receive a Nobel Peace Prize for a video game soundtrack.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
World peace you have created. The Katamari music, Katamari Damacy.
I didn't play that game.
I
Those
don't
games
remember
are
the soundtrack at all.
It's awesome. It's awesome. They recreated
Go
it.
back and play it.
There's this YouTube called the 8-Bit Big Band on YouTube, and they do a lot of orchestrated music, but they take a video game music and they orchestrate it, and there's a guy that writes all the music, and it's incredible the stuff that they've done with like
I
Metal
wouldn't
Gear
mind
Solid 3.
going to an opera that played like old retro game soundtracks, like Super Mario, Pokemon, or shit like that, and just that would be dope. I'll pay to go see that shit.
Yeah. Very,
be
very
fire.
cool stuff that they've been doing. They are giving shows out in New York. They're based out in New York.
Oh, that's
Honestly, though, just to hit the reverse on it, right? What are the worst fucking soundtracks in the game?
There is this game for PS1. I forgot what it's called. It has one of the worst soundtracks. Me and my friends, like me, Roger, and my brother, and I think Anthony, his cousin, were like on the floor crying at how bad this fucking soundtrack was for this game. I think it's called Killick for the PS1. If you look up this game, Killick, it's one of the worst games you've ever seen. Killick PS1.
Man, we didn't even name any of the fucking great Sega Genesis games. Sonic the Hedgehog had some good soundtrack, had some good songs in that soundtrack.
Sonic did have some good soundtrack in it.
Very
For
good.
sure.
The Sega soundtrack is impressive. What
Even
they
the
did.
intro of Sega, like that to me, it sounded like that shit needed to be on a fucking.
Joey, I'm gonna give you one potty pun on the PS Vita.
Yeah.
Had a good fucking soundtrack.
Yeah, that was good. Bata, boom, 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 boom.
Thank God I never
Boom,
played that shit.
boom, bata.
It's
I would have put that down as the worst.
It is one of the best like rhythm games of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was terrible.
I like it. Great energy coming back into this terrible ass fucking music there.
Tony wants to hit the switch. He wants to know what the worst soundtrack is.
I
worst
flipped the
ones
switch
were.
on it. What was the worst one? Not a lot, huh?
The original Grand
there's
Theft
tons. It's like hard to know.
the original Grand Theft Auto, like the top down ones. That soundtrack wasn't great. I mean, but they didn't have licensed music. It was just a bunch of bullshit they put together, basicly, right?
I don't even remember that soundtrack for top down version of Grand Theft Auto.
I've got some worst. Every fucking recent game that's come out wants to blast my goddamn speakers out with how loud their like default audio settings are.
Oh, new games of like
Yeah,
a couple years.
Every game that I've downloaded on Steam recently, I have to go and turn down the fucking music volume because it's blasting out over my Discord. I can't hear anyone talk. It's loud as fuck, dude.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Would it be a stretch to say that I think the Halo game soundtracks are trash?
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Yeah, I think they're well regarded.
They're incredibly well regarded.
Ooh, that one Halo, the fucking main one is.
What about Marvel versus Capcom? I want to take you for a ride.
Oh yeah,
That good or bad?
Bad.
That's terrible.
It
That's
didn't make any sense with the fucking game, dude.
I want to take you for a ride.
Okay. So it's coming back to me. Street Fighter 4 had a terrible fucking soundtrack. I could barely remember the song, but it was too much. It was similar to Marvel vs. Capcom. They just played it too much. Final Fantasy 13 probably had a decent soundtrack, but they licensed the Leona Lewis song. Actually, she made an original song for that game. And my God, did they play it a lot. Like, a lot. Like, it was just constant. It was too much.
I have the ultimate. I have it. I found
You
it.
have the one.
Take me down to the paradise city with the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Take
No.
me home. Burn out
fucking paradise.
fucking paradise.
Oh, shit.
I like
terrible.
that song though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, for a game that's kind of good, but that game was pretty. The song was pretty good. itself.
Shout out to
that game wasn't
Felix. Shout out to Miguel. He's gonna love that.
So, although I did put it as my guilty passion, my guilty pleasure, like pick, Road Rash 3D probably might have one of the worst soundtracks of all gaming history.
That shit there, boy. There's another one. I forgot which game it was though, man. That was pretty fucking bad. But it had good music, but it was just bad for the game. Oh, I think it was Midnight Club 3.
Midnight Club had some good and bad music. I remember.
That was an interesting series. That was a real interesting series. There was so much that I disliked about that game, and there was some shit that just worked really well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
that
that
game.
Club.
The dub edition was always fun. I love the dub edition.
Dub edition was pretty cool.
Dub edition was, yeah.
Oh, I know the worst fucking soundtrack. Fucking Gran Turismo 3, dude. That stupid bullshit jazz that played.
Oh,
I gotta
the
be
jazz.
honest. They continued it in 7, and it's still pretty bad. I
Yeah,
gotta be
that fucking
completely
like
honest
easy
with that.
listening jazz bullshit doesn't make any sense with the game.
Yeah, it's some deep Japanese shit that they're trying to push down our throats.
I don't know. That shit is a tradition, and I hate it. I hate it.
I hate it as well.
I don't know what I
gotta
want instead, but I don't want that.
Want the grass down, look pretty. Let's do it again. Don't sing
No.
that. Blow the
don't do it
speakers
again.
out.
Oh my god, what would that be like? You load up Gran Turismo and it's fucking playing.
It's Doughy singing.
Joey singing Paradise.
I would take Doughy singing over that jazz shit any day.
Oh man,
Damn.
it's so bad.
An entire soundtrack of Dirty Dog 69.
Yeah, it's coming straight into your earlobes.
Dirty Dog
Bleeding.
69.
Straight bleeding.
That's provocative. Dirty Dog
69.
69.
The greatest hits collection.
I'll shoot you. I'll cut your head off.
I'll cut your head off. I'll blow your brains out. And I did those motions too with my
That
hands.
shit is so big.
I want
Yo,
that videotape so
I
fucking
need
bad.
that. Yeah, I need that.
I
video,
love
bro.
I love his other song. It's just like, suck on my dick. I'm a suck on your tits.
The sexual version.
I need that fucking video, man. I just need to see little Doughboy with the fucking guns up. That shit there. Instant classic.
with his fitted on.
Did you have a fitted on?
I think I had one of the silky South Pole shirts.
With the dragon?
The dragons.
Oh my god! If we get that fucking footage, that footage is going into every single video we put out from here for forever.
As an intro and an outro. That would be the best outro, Doughboy with his guns and his silk dragon shirt. Was it the red or the blue? Or
It
the
had
gold?
to be the blue or the yellow one.
Oh, I would say it was gold, but yeah, yellow.
It was when
fucking funny.
it was around the time I first met you. It was like 5th
Because
grade,
I had the
6th
shirts
grade.
too.
Yeah.
I had the shirt too.
Both had those South Pole joints.
A lot of fighting
I'm
games.
glad my mother spared me that degree of just shame.
A lot of fighting games that won't have great soundtracks, right? I'm trying to think of a fighting game with like a really good soundtrack, and
Street
DOA
Fighter,
had
come
it.
on,
DOA
all
had
those
it.
Street
songs
Fighter
are bangers,
Alpha.
yo.
Street Fighter Alpha. Yeah, I would have to like the Street Fighter games had really good.
Street Fighter had some bad ones on there, but Guile's theme does make up for a lot of those. Guile's theme is pretty
Kyle's
fucking
theme,
great.
Ryu's theme, Ken's theme, all three fucking classics.
I can't
I would
remember
say
any
DOA
music from
had some.
Tekken, and it's one of my favorite fighting series of all time. I think that speaks to it not being a super memorable soundtrack. It also could speak to my memory just being garbage. Either way.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking I played a lot of Tekken and I can't remember a song.
I couldn't even think of like the first like 2 notes from any of those songs right now. Gun to my head, couldn't do it.
Maybe they didn't have a soundtrack.
Oh, that'd be weird. Just fighting in silence. All you hear is just.
It's not. Yeah, there's definitely music.
Bushido Blade had some super silent levels where there was basically no. Maybe there was no soundtrack actually.
Very quiet.
And it
quiet.
did feel weird. It felt eerie.
I remember it kind of worked with the game though, because those matches were like 5 seconds sometimes. Like your match could be over before like you even swung your sword once.
I remember Bomberman having a good soundtrack as well, though. As much as I couldn't play that game,
I could never really get into those ones. I played the one on 64. We did play the versus mode a lot.
F-Zero had a good soundtrack as well. They have it on the Nintendo 64 version. They just put it on the Switch. It's pretty good.
Huh.
Damn, I wish Bomberman came back out, bro. The verses on Bomberman was awesome. I used to play the shit out of that.
I mean,
that's classic.
Mario Kart has good songs all throughout it.
What about the Unjammerlammy Parappa the Rapper era?
I thought you were going to bring that up in the last topic. I was so surprised you didn't bring up either of those.
I don't remember that game.
Kick, punch. No? It's all in your mind.
The onion.
Ew. If there's an onion in a game, that game shouldn't even be played.
There's an onion and a karate gi.
With a big old head like Mr. Mackey.
Yep. Accurate.
Yo, Daniel the Tiger has a big ass head. That shit is
Tiger.
That shit is disgustingly big.
Daniel Tiger.
He's got a big head.
You'll learn from soon, Tony.
I hope not. Right now we're on the Coco Melon wave and the blues.
That sounds awful.
Get out of Coco Melon. Why would you do that?
He likes Coco Melon.
He's a fucking kid. He's gonna like whatever you put on.
He likes flashing lights.
Coco Melon's like crack.
He definitely he knows the difference. Like there's one fucking commercial on this kids program learning channels that and it's a sleep knapsack shit. This whatever the fuck he's doing, he'll fucking break his fucking neck as soon as that commercial comes. I don't give a fuck. He could be crying. He'll stop crying and just look at the damn commercial. As soon as it's over, go back to fucking crying. Like I don't know what it is, but that he definitely went ham on that shit. He knows the difference. He knows Blue's Clues. He knows fucking Mickey Mouse. He knows fucking Coco Melon.
Don't play Coco Melon. That's just terrible.
I'm trying to get back into Star Wars, but the Rebel shit ended for us, so there's no more seasons of that right now.
Go back and watch the Clone Wars.
I think I might start him back on the Clone Wars and see how he likes it. But we're vibing. I'm trying to remember. Was the Star Wars game soundtracks good at all?
The Fallen Order one's pretty good. I mean, it's Star Wars.
It's like the fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, it's just the Star Wars music, basically.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I never played the Fallen shit.
The Super Nintendo one I feel like it either had really good versions of the songs or really bad versions of the songs, but I can't remember which way it went.
I don't remember.
Damn.
Those games are hard.
Those games are hard as hell. I was about to
past the
say
first
that.
level.
You know what was fun though? Putting that cheat code in, getting that lightsaber on level 1, just going fuck things up.
Fucking cheaters.
Game was hard, man.
Back in the day, was the only way.
They made those games impossibly hard. They needed to get the maximum amount of play time out of a game you could probably speedrun in like under an hour.
A lot of classic fucking soundtracks and games, man. That like it's crazy too, because you'll just be talking and you hear a ringtone or something in the background, you'll be like, damn, instant memories, bro. It's just it's fucking crazy.
My wake up alarm used to be that Sonic drowning song. The one that just gets faster and faster.
Get the fuck out
Dude, nothing will wake you up faster than that song playing in the morning.
You get that bubble, bitch. Like, you need that shit.
That's the most anxiety-inducing song of all time in video games.
That shit. You'll wake up with a panic attack. That's just terrible. I do not want to get woken or like anything near that level of panic. Like, fuck that.
I think we might have lost our Doughboy. We might need to just get out of here without him.
Yeah, I was hoping he'll come back, but well, if you listen this far into the episode, guys, there he is.
That's fucking. That's
keep going.
timing.
You don't stop.
Yeah. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube page, man. We're on all audio platform only, Spotify, besides Pandora. We're on IG, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're on a lot of shit. We're doing a lot of reels, a lot of shorts for you guys. You know, don't be afraid to hit that share button with your friends. Tell them to go to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube page, and, you know, comment. You guys have been doing it so far. Keep commenting, good or bad. We love it. We read it. We laugh at it. We might even give you a shout out. You know what I mean? But, yeah, you guys stuck around. Thank you. And like always, go one up yourselves. Peace.